The Basilian Monastery of Gala represents the beginning of the artistic architectural history of Barcelona Pozzo di Gotto and one of the first agricultural organizations in the area. In Gala, a town on a hill of Barcelona Pozzo di Gotto and once part of the territory of Castro Reale, the monks built a monastery using the remains of a fortified castrum from the Roman era. According to tradition, the church and its monastery already existed in the 7th century and were rebuilt by order of King Roger I, who before his death left his provisions, collected by his wife Adelasia, in the diploma of 1105. The deterioration of the architectural complex began after the monks abandoned the place in 1776 to move to a place closer to the city. The entire ancient settlement of Gala has now been reused and transformed into homes, stables, and warehouses, which have distorted its original image. Only the 600 bell tower emerges, in poor condition and without one of the four walls because it was connected to the destroyed church. Linked to Basilian culture is the temple dedicated to Santa Venera, built in front of a natural cave where, according to a legend, the saint was born in this area. It is a square building with a high octagonal dome, according to a constructive project that originates in the Armenian architecture of the 7th century. The cave, as a place of worship, therefore a rock church dedicated to Santa Venera, is mentioned in a 12th century diploma. It is possible that it is an original building from the Byzantine Norman period, and the date of 1718 on the portal refers to the construction of the portal, enriched by the statues of Santa Venera and of Saints Peter and Paul. Inside, right at the mouth of the cave, you can see 3 brick arches from the Byzantine era. In the rock church, there is also a stone altar where a portrait of the saint was placed, now has disappeared, with a Latin inscription showing the date of martyrdom, 26th of July, 920. Next to the cave, there are ancient buildings with a tower, the construction of which has been stratified over the centuries. Perhaps for some time they were used as a convent by the Basilian monks. The new convent of the Basilians was built between 1776 and 1791 in the Immacolata district. In recent years, a new road has been built between the city and the monumental complex. A large staircase also connects this new road directly with the Immacolata district. The new convent was built because the headquarters in Gala had suffered extensive damage following the landslide, and the monks took advantage of the opportunity to be able to get closer to the city of Barcelona. The convent is a large courtyard building, the design of which was perhaps inspired by the Palermitan architect Giovan Battista Vaccarini. The forced definitive abandonment of the monastery by the monks in 1866, following the laws of suppression of religious orders, favored the deterioration of the church and the stripping of most of the sacred furnishings, the monks' library, and some works of art. For many years, the church remained abandoned and with the 3 entrance doors walled up. The restoration of the important sacred building took place in various stages in the 1960s and the 1970s, allowing it to be reopened for worship in 1969. The roof, which had collapsed in the meantime, was rebuilt, but without the vaulted false ceiling, and the choir loft, originally made of wood, was rebuilt in reinforced concrete. The walls of the church are frescoed with scenes from the life of San Basilio, and the statue of the Madonna of Tindari, created in 1925 by the Barcelona sculptor Matteo Troada. The Brazilian monks have also left us a painting on wood from the late Byzantine period depicting San Nicola da Bari. Inside the church, there is, walled up in a room, a lid of a marble sarcophagus depicting an unknown character.